أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. As we begin today, July the 24th, welcome to some real change, stock options trading journey. I am your host, your teammate, Abdul Shabazz. Blessed for you guys to be here. Just wanted to go ahead and get things started early as I'm still enjoying a cuppa. I'll be right back. I am now. I'm talking now. I'm just fixing my charts. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm just making a little adjustment here. Please bear with me. Good morning to everyone. Got some good early action here. The market is definitely doing what I like to see right now. I am absolutely not going to get caught up in any of this, as I am really staying away from the markets, allowing the first 5 minutes to go by, allowing the first 15 minutes to go by. I have this trade written out, taking a put, 548 put, getting in at the 547.9 area. So I have an alarm at the 548, and it is very quickly approaching my area of interest. Oh boy, what do I do? What do I do? I have it written down, as you guys can see. I wanted to take a 548 put. I wanted to get in at 547.9. Take that to 546, and then possibly to 545. Here we are. Doggone it. Ha ha ha. Oh man, what do I do? 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 Wait until 10, Dr. J said. Dr. J said, wait until 10. That's right. I'm shutting it down. I'm actually about to go get a cuppa. So I am going to so hard. So freaking hard. Man, I love this job. I love everything about what we do, man. I do. I love everything about it. But it's gonna be good now. Mm. Mm. Discipline is worth more than anything. So I will just reset my alarm. Again. Much easier trades after structure has been set, Dr. J said. That is a great reminder. The first 5 minutes, very volatile. The first 15 minutes can trap you. put my alarm down here at this area. But it is good to know that the bulls are defending this area. So underneath it is that put as the potential profit. As I have highlighted, a 548 put getting in around the 547.9 area. Nothing is exact. Taking it to the 546, possibly the 545. Those are my pre-market written plan. However, as part of my trading rules, I do not trade the first 5 minutes. I do not trade the first 15 minutes. Are there times when exceptions need to be made to those rules? Yes. Is this one of those times? Possibly. Could have been. I'm a trader, guys. I'm a trader. I'm a trader. I mean, this is what I do. I'm a trader. So I will protect aggressively, but I'll protect aggressively. Maybe I might need to talk to a counselor. But I just could not see a trade that I already had written out and then not take it. I just couldn't do it. Keeping my stop tight. Keeping my stop tight. So I will take that. So it's very easy at work. Ow! Oh. I had to take it. I hope I didn't disappoint you guys. I'm absolutely gonna wait till 10 o'clock now. Exactly. Go get that cuppa. Going to go do that right now. We're all adults in control of our own trades. You do you, coach. I was holding for the next candle, but the temptation was there. I wanted to see a retest of the 548. That's a good plan. It is. And I am going to stick to my plan. Thank you, Lance. So I didn't disappoint him. I'm going to stick to my plan of not trading the first 5 minutes or the first 15 minutes. It was just a pull, not from an impulse, but a pull from having a pre-written plan, knowing the area that there's a potential trade, you know, knowing that there's a potential trade in that area. Uh, Having it written down, you know, just not expecting the market to get there so soon. So I was caught between, do I go with the plan that I have written down, or do I go with the plan that I have of not trading before 10 o'clock? Dr. J said we are all definitely human and have our own style and risk tolerance. I just refuse to trade before 10 o'clock because my risk tolerance is low. I can definitely agree with that. However, grateful that I took a small paper cut on that. And that's exactly what it was. Just a paper cut. A little bit of lunch money. Still feel I'm right in the position. Lance said, are we at the 80% rule? I know, right? Matt said, that steak lunch is coming. It definitely is. First 15 minutes have gone by. That's a very bullish sign. That's a very bullish sign right there. Very bullish sign. Looking at the 5-minute chart. Again, looking at the 5-minute chart. And that's why we say the first 15 minutes can trick you. Started off looking very bearish. Then right there at that 15-minute mark, we see a very bullish sign. Very aggressively bullish sign. Very bullish sign. Saw that building. But I will not take another trade until 10. I'm gonna even ask you guys to excuse me. So I'm gonna go get a cup of very early in the day. A lot of great trading is still yet upon us. Very nice liquidity move by the Bears. Trapping early bulls, squeezing them now, potentially to take the market even lower. What a move. What a move. Be right back, guys. just wanted to share something with you guys real quick as I was analyzing, taking a quick analysis. You know, a lot of times we might be correct in what we think is going to happen. It just might be too early of the move. Meaning, especially with us looking at points of real decision making between the Bulls and the Bears, where there is potentially going to be a very big move after a certain point. Well, we got to understand that because we have seen that this is the area that Bears are going to stop out, this is the area Bulls are going to stop out, they're going to defend that area. So very early in the day, they're probably going to be very strong in defending that area. So that very same move, as Lance mentioned, the 80% rule, I think that 80% rule definitely does come back into effect. And I think that's why it is the 80% rule, because 80% of the time you are correct on that move. You just got in it too soon. And if you wait and allow them to move to retrace and come back, 80% of the time it will work. So it's wild that I wanted to get in and be in this around the 547.9. I just did not see a clear entry into this that would make this a smooth trade. With all of this mini chop that we had previously, that just would have wreaked havoc on the options chain. But this is where I wanted to be. This is the move that I saw that I wanted to participate in. It just came a matter of which discipline do I exercise, the one of the written plan or the one of not trading before 10 o'clock. So I'm going to have to yield to the one of not trading before 10 o'clock. Simply because, that does mean that there will be trades that I'm going to miss. But I have to be okay with that, because the overall discipline is still better. Because as I look at my losing trades, 80% of my losing trades come before 10 o'clock. And yet again, I caught another little paper cut today, right before 10 o'clock. So, only because I have those stats that I am going to go ahead and now just completely yield and accept the fact and be okay with the fact that does mean I am going to miss a few trades. But it's always very powerful for me when I give the market more time to develop and I'm able to see the algos. It's much easier for me to pick the market apart. So the good thing is, in about 7 more minutes, it'll be 10 o'clock. So I just hate it when I see a trade that I wanted, work out, and I'm not involved. But because it was before, here's the other thing, but because it was 10 o'clock, I didn't give myself the normal room that I would on the stop. I made the stop even shorter. Like if this, is not going to go my way, then I'm going to get out. It should immediately go my way, is what I wanted. But I had to remind myself, well, hey, man, this area is so important. First thing in the morning, they're probably going to defend it. So you still could be right, but you should expect a defense. And these would be one of those type of situations where you give yourself more room on your stop. But in fact, I gave myself less room and got stopped out. And then, of course, what I had written down is actually taking place right now. And I'm on the sidelines. That's trading. I think the lesson in this is me getting to that level where I can say, okay, I'm okay with missing a trade that I had written down because it wasn't time for me to take it yet. So I think that's what I've learned today with that paper cut. It's hard though. I'm not gonna lie to you. My goodness, it's hard. As she comes closer to my expected profit taking area, I wanted to get in. That 547.9. I wanted to get out. That 546.3. We're right around there right now. But I'm glad I'm experiencing this. Be back in 5 minutes, team. All right, we're at a very clear area of support already marked off on the charts. a washout long at support. Joe Gold asks, when you enter, do you always use a limit order? Joe Gold, it all depends. I'm trying to get the best price, and I will use a limit order. If I just want to be in the trade, then I will use a market order. The nice thing about the SPY, look on the screen, Joe Gold, is I'm showing you level 2. The bid and the ask, the spread is very tight. only 1 cent difference between the two, so there is not a lot of slippage even if you use the market. Potential call coming up. We are here at support. And we do have this controlled selling algo. Consolidation right here is good for another leg down or for a possible breather. Bears are in control of the week. The Bears are in control of the day. And below this white line that I have drawn here, exclusive to 545.7. Underneath that, the Bears are in control for the month. Still a lot of indecision going on right now. So being on the sideline is the best place to be right now. I have set an alarm at the 546.7. That is an area that I would be interested in a call above that area. Close in that area and a continuation out of this controlled selling. Also, there is potential for another leg down. can clearly see the bulls supporting this area because they know what is at stake below the 545.7 area. Is anybody in a trade right now? As we are definitely in this controlled selling algo. And the stock is very close to hitting my second profit target, which was the 545.7. Really and even though I missed the trade, still have the ability to see the trade, call it out, and write it down. It's still very praiseworthy. I'm grateful for that. A lot of stake at this area. Thank you, Lance. I appreciate that. This white line represents the bulls. I'm sorry, represents the bears taking control of the month. That is a very huge, huge, huge thing, as we have not had a red month in a very long time. I'm bringing in my other algo chart right now so you guys can see it. Here we are here. This is my charting on TraderView. And here I have it marked in yellow, but it's at that 545, okay, below that area that we go red on the month. And we have not had a red month since I believe it's saying April. I believe it's saying April. April was the last red month. April, May, June, July. So what a potential. A huge wick at the top, and then the potential to have a red month. After a good solid 2 months. And one thing we do know, as this month is coming to a close, this may end as a red shooting star on the monthly. So I have profit targets all the way down to the 537.5. I just want to share that with you also. That's what makes this a little bit frustrating to me, is because this is a move that I have written down. There is a second entry for me that I have here, and that is to take this is my monthly put here, to take a 546 put to get in at the 545 right now. Take that all the way down to the 540. So that's right where we are now. Is an opportunity. I missed my daily put, but I do have an opportunity to take this monthly put if it does pan out. So that is the next thing I will be lining up. Matthew said, have almost entered into a put multiple times. Keep anticipating a bounce, but it just keeps dropping. Will be in a very healthy in the money trade right now, but so it goes. Matthew said this setup is going to provide a big trade, I think, one way or another still. Yep, I do believe that as well. I am transitioning to a 546 put now. And I just got in it. The only thing that I am a little hesitant on is that I used a 0 DTE. And for this particular move, I think I want to use a next day DTE. So I think I want to get out of this and switch over to a potential next day DTE. Because if we get this thing going, where she's red for the month, so I got out of that. But I'm going to use the same concept as before, knowing how important this area is. It's probably going to happen. It's just probably not going to happen the first time it gets tested. So I'm not going to even play around with it. I'm going to just get out of Dodge completely with it. Might not be a bad area to take a call also, knowing that this area has to be defended or the Bulls will be giving up the month. Matthew said he's been looking for that bounce. Well, this would definitely be a very creditable place to bounce. This consolidation can go both ways. There's a potential inverse head and shoulders. There's a liquidity grab there, there, the head. You can get a grab right outside of this control selling algo. That would be lovely. More importantly, looking at the 30-minute candle also, no matter what, I'm not going to trade against the 30. Red on the daily, red on the weekly, red on the 30. Again, this is a great place to take a call because you have a super area of support here. This area is supported by the knowledge and the fact that trading successfully with structure underneath this area will mean the bears will have taken over the month. There is a potential call. We're going to have to be a little patient for it. essentially right now turning into a break of demand play. One minute until the new 10:30 candle. Almost took the 545 call on that last pullback for 75 cents. I'm with you on that, Lance. I'm ready to take a call as well. I like the fact that you were thinking about a 547 call. I'm actually thinking about a 546. But I kind of want to see it get above that 546.7. I'll put an alarm there. Here's that right shoulder. 30-minute is ready to turn green. Yep. That's what we're looking at. That's what I'm looking at, Matthew. But let's look at that 30-minute. I'm glad you said that too. And thank you guys for conversing. Keeson is back from vacation. Trying to make some money. Yeah, that could have went a lot of different ways, you know. Knowing that how critical this area was, I think I'm going to go ahead and make that now. Trying to get in it now. Okay. All right, so I went ahead and took a position in it. You know, we're coming off of the fact that This area here at the 545.6 represents so much strength, represents so much, as trading successfully beneath it, which means we would be red for the month. So with that being the case, this was an excellent area to look for bulls to come back in and defend this area. But that was not it, as I was taken out. I'm using bracket orders so that my stop is very, very tight. Just a paper cut, so I don't mind re-entering this. But if I'm going to stick to my original plan, then I don't even want to take the call until we get above the 546.7. If we do, that'll put this entire 10 o'clock candle in a position of covering, and that's where we will find some monies at. Other than that, there is still the threat of this stock going red on the month, and that appears is what the bears are trying to do. So from what I can see right now, it's still a good time just to remain on the sideline, as we don't want that bouncing back and forth as we trade options. We want the market to clearly be going in a direction. So that's looking at the 30-minute, reinforcing the potential of a call. But I think the better place to take it is when we have somebody in trouble. Right now, nobody's in trouble. So that's the old saying that we used to have around here. If nobody is in trouble, then you are the one in trouble. So to me, these 10 o'clock bears will not be in trouble, will not even be thinking about covering until we hit that 546.7 area. So it is at this area that I have an alarm, and it is at this area where I will take a call if the market reaches this area. Other than that, there is still a lot of room to the downside to continue put to go even lower, especially breaking into red month territory. Again, it could happen, it just might not happen so early in the day. So I will be keeping this feed up. Aaron asked if I was in a call. Yes, Aaron, I was in and got stopped out of a call. Top right is the daily candle. The bottom right is the weekly chart. The bottom middle is the 30-minute. To the left is the 15-minute. Above that is the 2-minute. And in the top middle is primarily what we trade off of, 5-minute. would like to see a close in this area and then a continuation before I get involved. I do have a pre-written plan to take a weekly put, getting in around the 545.5 area. Okay, I will now change that to the 545.4. So there is a pre-written plan for a put beneath this area. Again, I want to see a close in this area and then a continuation. We got the close. What are you guys thinking? Let me hear back from the team. What are you guys thinking? Matthew said, I'm still just sitting in a holding pattern, waiting until some entry point starts to look appealing. Haven't found it yet. I definitely agree with that. I am lowering. I'm also, like I said, thinking about using the next day expiration on this. Double bottom on the 5 minute. Curious where these next few candles will go. Red on the weekly, red on the daily, red on the 30. Yeah, I think something's got to happen, and we just got to play the move off of it. The trade was there. I mean, I called it out. I just wasn't able to get in it and take it and make it work. But my trade was there. It was written out, called out. I just couldn't get it to work. So that is on me. But I'm most certainly call it out. Taking a 548 put, taking it all the way to 545.7, and it worked out perfectly. Somehow I wasn't able to make money from it. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened. I cannot wait to watch this replay. Again, I'm faced with this dilemma. What do I do here? I went ahead and took a put according to my plans. Again, I have written plans. Take a 546 put, get in at the 545.4 area, and My stop will be if the market does cross back over the 545.7 area, as it will go from red on the month to green on the month. But right now, the S&P 500 is red for the month. Again, I'm trading as structure demands. This was, to me, a very good lesson on how you can miss a trade that you had prepared for, and then come back regroup and take another trade. I want to be clear, I'm not taking this trade because I know it's going to work. No one knows what the market is going to do, which is why we have risk management in place. We take the trade because it meets a certain set of criteria. We take the trade because the plan that we have written out is coming to fruition. So if you have taken the time to make a plan, then when it's time to execute that plan, there should be no hesitation. No trade is going to have a 100% win rate. So even if you have a trading setup that has an 80% win rate, you don't know if this is the trade that's going to be one of the two losses that come with this setup. You don't know that going into that trade. So you don't take the trade knowing that this is going to be a winner. You take the trade because the criteria has been met for you to take the trade. Then you use proper risk management once you are in the trade. Okay, that's what I want to see. A lot of time left in this candle. All right, we got the 11 o'clock candle coming up on us. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this right now. It's not going in the direction that I want to, so I'm going to just go ahead and just scratch it right now while I can. possibly prepare myself for this 11 o'clock candle. Let the candle close first. She might surprise me. She might surprise me, so I'm going to let the candle close first. But again, knowing how important this area is, see why the Bulls want to defend it so vigorously. And on the 30-minute chart, we do have a hammer-like We've reached the 11 o'clock hour, and so far today, guys, I do have a small red day. Yeah, I know it. But I have no one to blame but myself. I will readjust and look at the plans and watch the replay to see what I could have done better, see how and where I could have executed better. I clearly saw the move that was going to happen, just was not in a position to execute it properly. It was a great move. As I look back over the charts right now, happens to the best of us. It's been a weird day, but hopefully a setup forms. That's exactly what it is. It's a weird day. Look for a clear setup, but I also want to look and see what I could have done better. This area kind of jumps out at me. We got the break right out of the gate. Came up to VWAP unsuccessfully once and then twice. Closed with a new low. Opened up the 950 candle. And once it started trading below the 547.5, this should have been our entry. That should have been our entry there. And then taking that to clear profit target that was already on the paper here. And you could have held more to here. Then completely got out of the trade and then allow another setup to present itself. This was the trade I had written out. This was the trade that I missed. Try to take it early here. Got washed out. Try to take it again here. And got stopped out as well. Then I called for the 546, getting in at the 545. I got in that trade as well and got stopped out on the 1055 candle as we broke back over the 545.7 area. So I am stopping there, licking my wounds, accepting the lesson that the market wanted to teach me today. I thank you guys for tuning in and look forward to doing this again with you tomorrow. I will leave the feed up. I'm gonna go ahead and get off the mic. Give me a cuppa. Enjoy the rest of the day to the best of my ability, and I appreciate you guys. If there's anything that develops, I will be back. Just a little sad right now. I even wanted to be in a put right now, as I can see profits all the way down to the 540. Me being in the sidelines right now makes me a little sad. And of course, it's going to take off when I'm not in it. What can you do? What can you do? Live to trade another day. Yeah, guys, I don't want to get pulled back into this trading day. So I'm going to go ahead in the live right now. Go ahead and regroup. Look forward to doing it again with you guys tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Hopefully much better results. Thanks for coming out as always. God bless you, and bye for